Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Saturday of Women's Weekly. We are entering week 8 of the competition, and looks like we've got 5 teams competing on the NA run of this tournament presently. Earlier today, we had a 1v1 show match for the EU portion, as we didn't have any 3v3 teams sign up. So if you want to see that, it'll be on Lynchy's YouTube channel, Lynchy. I'll have his link in the description and possibly even the video link for you to go check out. So without further ado, let's get into our NA 3v3. Okay, so it looks like we've got one team getting a bye going through automatically to the semifinals, and that will be Pokemon Trainers, which is consisting of RocketStar, Courtney, and a third that I cannot recall. Hold on. Gotta pull up the team information here. So it's RocketStar, Courtney, and SecretSlender. Then it looks like we have the Pastel Princesses versus Hawaiian Pizza, which is Ashleigh, Jules, Crescent versus Mythra, Emily, and Demon Mara. Then on the other side, we are seeing the first semifinals underway with Perona, Makaylynn, and Makaylynn, sorry, I always say her name wrong, and Astayaa on Era's End versus Hot Girl Summer, which is Kate, Hira, and Candy. All right, let's spectate the first semifinals of this week and get right into it. All right, getting into our first semifinals, we've got Era's End versus Hot Girl Summer. So we're seeing a newly formed WCB roster with Hira, kandykernal, and Kate on the orange side. They are competing under the name Legally Blonde in WCB, which has recently announced that they are starting up again on the 18th of March. So be sure to tune into that and follow WCB on all socials to make sure you don't miss it. Then on the other end, we've got Era's End, which is a newly formed WCB roster in NA, consisting of Perona, Astayaa, and Makaylynn. So we got 2 new rosters duking it out in Women's Weekly. You gotta imagine that they're using this as some practice before the upcoming competition, get their sea legs under them, and see how they compete. And so far, it looks like Hot Girl Summer, aka Legally Blonde, are taking it with quite, a dominant fashion here. Although Era's End are putting up a little bit of a fight as they push it back into the orange half. Now, I know, at least for Legally Blonde, most of these players, most of their roster are quite experienced in competition. I can't say I know much about Kate. And then on the other end, we've got some faces that I know have competed before. Specifically, Makaylynn actually was previously on the Legally Blonde roster earlier this season. So, got a little bit of a previous history on the field right now between those 3. And Kate is the new third for Legally Blonde. So, we haven't had a chance to see how they work together. But I'm excited to see how it plays out. I'm, excited to have a return to competition. I know, Women's Weekly has provided a little bit of it in the meantime for some of these teams and players. But, nothing can compare to the full money on the line tournament that we all originally signed up for, at least most of us. So yeah, pretty excited to see that get underway and see how all of these new rosters perform, because we've had a lot of switch arounds in the 2-month break, almost 3 months. And yeah, getting to see where everyone landed, how that shakes out, will be a fun sight to behold. But getting into this game, since we are reaching the end of the first one, as the games up into the finals are best of 3, and then the finals themselves are best of 5. We're gonna see Hot Girl Summer going up with a 1-game advantage if Era's End cannot bring it back here in the final minute. So Astayaa bringing it back to her corner, but Candy's going to tackle that. It leaves Kate with an opening to attack the net with Candy's assist, but we're going to find it back onto the orange end where Kate takes possession of the play. Perona cutting her off, going for a high challenge means Astayaa is going to have to meet Hira in the middle of the field for the block as Makaylynn keeps it safe in her back corner. Perona popping it high is going to give it away to Hira for her to ping pong it back to the midfield. Mikaela with a shot high is going to force two Hot Girl Summer defenders to jump for it, but Hira's going to save them the danger of a attack on their net. Now we see Hira getting a demo, and Candy is just going to beat the last defender to that ball to take the fourth. Yeah, very good demo. That cleared the field right open for Candy to score the goal. No assist needed, just the physical play. And that is something that really opens up a lot of defensive and rotational holes in a back line of a team. And, you know, exposing the players that might not have collected pads properly around the field and are low boost cannot make it back in time. Now, the real question is, can Era's End make this a respectable scoreline, getting one on the board before the clock hits 0? And the answer to that is going to be no. Hot Girl Summer taking it with a definitive lead in the series, up 1-0. Game number 2, we move on to Forbidden Temple for this second bout between these two rosters. We're going to see a few card changes on the field, see if Era's End can't shake it up and, you know, use that cosmetic change to give them an advantage in this second game. Candy's going to pop it high, but it's going to be saved away pretty easily by a blue defender. Astayaa missing the read as she runs out of boost in the midfield is going to leave it open for Kate to pop it online. Perona misses the read off the backboard and is going to get popped up again for Candy to try to finish it. Doesn't quite get in the net. Candy gonna just slightly put it behind the last defender, and you see just enough of a touch was made on that, so it made it hard for Makaylynn to get the read. Didn't have to be fast, it didn't have to be pretty, just had to be confusing enough to go in the net. So we see Hot Girl Summer up once again, holding this Era's End squad scoreless in this entire series so far. Makaylynn saving it away, but Hira's going to block her in the corner, meaning Perona has to speed back to cover her net, and that's going to lead to a pass out into the middle. Hira running out of boost, so she had to go for a 50-50. Means Perona is going to chase it in the back corner, but Kate is going to take control of that, go off the ceiling, try to get a pass into the middle for her teammate Candy, and it does come through. Candy waiting in the middle. She knew Kate was going to do some work on this ball, get it out into the middle, and all she had to do was be present. Very well done by the two teammates on Hot Girl Summer. Now, Era's End really going to have to work hard to see if they can get on the board in this matchup. You know, they're struggling so far, suffocating underneath the pressure that Hot Girl Summer has put on, but maybe this double commit will give them an opening. Hira handling it carefully in the back, but Makaylynn is going to cut it off, and that leaves it open for Hira to counterattack as all of Era's End was up into the orange half, trying to push for that goal. Yeah, they're just way too close on there, and as long as one of the orange defenders has boost, it's going to be a goal every single time. So, gotta be careful on those rotations on Era's End, and, you know, look to tighten it up a little bit as, you know, the double commits are coming through for Hot Girl Summer. There are chances, there are looks at the other side of the field, but as long as they're under this pressure, they're not going to be able to make use of any of that. Astayaa's trying to push out for her team, but Kate is going to collect it in the midfield. She got a bad pop on it, so she couldn't follow it, and Hira is going to take it away for her. Trying to get a double tap, but it goes wide. And we see Candy keeping the pressure on. A double commit on the blue side is going to leave Astayaa a little bit stranded in the middle, but it is cleared out by Candy, and she is going to get demoed on her way back. Now Kate faking out one. She's going to try to get it past the second. Goes for the low 50-50. Now Hira's going to chase the last defender, but Perona gets back in time and makes that offensive push null for now. Now Kate with a good shot, and ooh, that almost went in, but Perona got the epic save as it pops right back out of the net. Astayaa bringing it down the line, but Hira is going to take it away. Kate almost bumping her up into the top of the field, trying to get it out of there. Now we're going to see a stall as Hira goes up, tries to get the perfect placement on that. She didn't have much boost, so it, you know, couldn't be about power, had to be about placement. But Air's End are going to keep surviving for now as they are down 3-0 with just about 2 minutes remaining. They have a lot of work to do if they want to move into the finals in this week 8 of Women's Weekly. And Perona making a run for it. She's even going to get the goal out of it, even though she was demoed right after she got the touch. Very well done by her. All she needed to do was get it just a little bit of power on there, and Kate could not catch up to it in time as it rolls into the bottom left corner of the net. Air's End finally getting a goal up on the board as they were held scoreless all of last game. Now Perona up early. She's going to get another touch on it as she lands on the wall. Sure, she didn't mean to do that. And Candy is waiting on the back wall to try to get a, you know, stylish goal against this Air's End roster. Perona's up quickly. She's going to get a 50, but Candy's going to hold it in the back. She even gets a dunk on it, and Makaylynn gets the angle to get it into the right side of the net. Very well done. You know, from an outside perspective, it was hard to see how she was going to get the advantage in that exchange, but she just manages to push it past the last defender and bring them down. The difference is now only 1 goal. Air's End making it a reality, making a real possibility that they can take this second game. Now it's going to pinch past the blue net. Perona's going to handle it in the corner, leave it off to Astayaa, who's going to clear it into dead space. Nobody's going to be able to follow up on that, so Orange Team are going to get a free possession. We see Kate aerial it out into the middle of the field. Now, if Air's End can hold the pressure long enough, they can boost starve this team and maybe get another look at the net. But so far, Kate is going to clear it up field. I'm pretty sure there's an orange defender right behind her somewhere, so she's got to be careful on the possible demo. Now Astayaa, she's going to backflip instead of taking the shot. That was a good opportunity for her to get a look on net. But now we're going to have Hira dribbling it over the last defender. Beautifully played. She just took it for a simple low air dribble, and she's going to, oh, beautiful flip just to pop it over the top of the last defender. That was wonderfully done on Hira's part. Now we're going to see it pop back onto the blue end. I feel like we've been living here all of this first and the previous game. Hopefully Air's End can get a little bit back, try to get their footing under them, and see if they can't make this game just a little bit closer. Now we see another pop on net. Astayaa is going to have to jump quickly to get that out of the way, and Makaylyn's going to follow up on it for her. Now Hira looking to challenge in the back. She gets bumped, so she's going to have to be delayed for a little bit as Kate takes over the responsibility to push it out, and we're going to see another double commit, but Air's End weren't ready for it, and off of that failed pinch, we're going to see Orange Team moving again on the advantage. Hira going up quickly. We got less than 10 seconds left, so all they have to do is hold on long enough for 2 goals to be impossible, and we are going to see that. Hot Girl Summer taking the series in 2, and they are going to move on to the finals. All right, looking back at the other side of the bracket, we have Pastel Princesses and Hawaiian Pizza. Looks like they are trading games right now, so they might be going into a third. Let's get right into it and see if we can spectate the tail end of this quarterfinals. Game number 3 in this quarterfinals, Pastel Princesses versus Hawaiian Pizza. Now we're going to see 2 new teams here, so I'm going to introduce them real quick. It looks like we've got Crescent, Ashleigh, and Jules on one side of the field, and Demon Mara, Mythra, and Emily on the other. Now, we have seen Mythra in Women's Weekly many times before, and she is an EU player on NA servers. Let's see what ping she is working with in this lobby. Anybody want to take a guess? Drop it down in the comments. We'll give you a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, 136. That is not the best that she can get. Actually, I have seen her get 100 in these lobbies before. So she's, you know, fighting against the system here, trying to prove that she can still be an asset to her team. But the Pastel Princesses are going to take the first goal and make this a hard fight in the first 45 seconds. All right, Mara going up for a quick pop. We have Jules handling it off the back wall. She's going to get a 50, but that's actually on net, and we see 2 players jump for it. Mythra taking advantage of that double commit, and she's going to make it 1-all in this third game. Yeah, just a little bit too eager. You could tell that they didn't expect the 50-50 to bounce back to their net like that. Just that pinch, it couldn't be expected from Jules. So Crescent and Ashleigh getting called out for it. Now we see Crescent keeping it in the back. She's going to pass it off to Jules, who is only going to get so far as Emily, and Ashleigh is going to have to keep it out of the net. And we see, woo, clanger of a shot from Emily, but Crescent is going to be able to keep it out. Mythra popping online. She's going to try to take it slow, Crescent out into the corner, but Mara cuts her off, and now she's going for a flip reset. Emily getting in the way so that she cannot complete this mechanical play. Now Mythra trying to pop it past one. It's going to go out into the midfield where Emily gets up quick. We're going to see her try to follow it, but she didn't have any boost to get back to that ball, and we're going to see Jules clearing it out to the middle. Crescent missing the read on that, but Jules, oh my, I can't even speak. Jules fakes out too, but a goal does not become of it. Wild to not see the Pastel Princesses capitalize on that, and we're going to move back into the blue half as Hawaiian Pizza put more pressure on them. Emily passing it out to the middle. Mara's going to have to dive for it as she did not expect it, and there was a blue defender there ready to capitalize. Now we see Mythra air dribbling it back towards her net, but it's going to be okay because Emily takes it over out to Mara, and she's going to take it for an air dribble over the top of one, trying to get a 50 on the second, but it does not connect. She's just going to steal the boost and move out into the third man rotation. Now Jules failing to get it past two. Emily's going to pop it up into the middle again. Mara up quickly, but a blue defender gets in the way. And now we're back into the regular rotation. Mythra trying to fake one out and get the nice pop into the bottom corner, but Jules going to shepherd her way for safety. Now Mythra going for the down bounce, and Mara is actually going to clean it up as Mythra was just a little bit too early on that read. The placement was correct, but the timing was not. So we're going to see Mara give her a hand there and make it a second. Now the kickoff goes even in the midfield. We're going to see Crescent go for a 50 on that, try to buy time for Jules in the midfield. Ashleigh going off of the sidewall. She's going to try to get a pass into the middle, but Emily's going to block too, as Crescent needs to buy a little bit of time for her team to get back. It's not going to work because Emily is up there. Whoa! Crazy team plays from this Hawaiian Pizza squad. Mara just popping up into the middle, and Emily's lurking in the upfield, getting that redirect with the perfect placement to be a crossbar down into a goal. Good team synergy on the orange half of the field right now, and they're going to need it as they move into the semifinals against a formidable squad, if that is indeed the result of this quarterfinals. Now we see Emily pushing it fast. Mara's going to get a demo on the defender, but she's not going to be able to pop the goal onto the net as blue team pushes out. Now Crescent trying to take it slow, but Mythra's right there to pop it into the middle. We see Ashleigh come in with a block, and Jules is going to pop it out to the middle into nowhere but the orange hands as Emily gets a flip reset to pass it out into the middle. Crescent, clearing it long. Mara's going to go for a pop off her back wall, try to get a second touch, and that left an opening for Ashleigh's shot. But even though that wasn't going to connect, dangerous, but it leads to a conversion on the other end. Mythra waiting in net, ready to take control of that, and Crescent just pushed up a little bit too far, looking to bridge that gap in the goal difference. We're having some beef in chat here between the quick chat and the text chat as we get into the final minute of this third game. Now Mara making an epic save off her back corner means Mythra is going to try to take it down the line. She gets cut off by Crescent as she pops it into the middle. She goes for a dunk, and Ashleigh, oh, she couldn't get the cleanup on that. What a shame. Ashleigh doing Crescent doing so much work trying to get their second, and it's not going to amount to anything as Mara pinches it back down the line. That's off target, but both blue defenders are going to go for it, and these are your winners. Hawaiian Pizza moving on to the semifinals. All right, second semifinals. We're going to move into it. It's going to be Hawaiian Pizza, who we just saw, against Pokemon Trainers. All right, our second semifinals are underway. We've got the new team that we have not yet seen in this tournament, Pokemon Trainers, which consists of Courtney, RocketStar, and SecretSlender, against our trusty Hawaiian Pizza members that we saw from the quarterfinals just a minute ago. Now we're going to see Pokemon Trainers defending valiantly as it goes back into the orange half. Mythra is going to try to collect it back there, but Slender is all over her, keeping the pressure as Star pushes it out. Courtney holding down the back line. She's going to try to defend this. Emily push into her corner. She's going to handle it beautifully as she pinches it out into the midfield. Mara going to pop it up for her own gain. She's going to get it past one, almost two, but RocketStar deflects it into the corner. Courtney is going to be there to push that away, and you're going to see Slender upfield, but she misses it as she had zero boost to work with. Star just keeping it in play. Courtney's going to put a shot on net that makes all the orange defenders dive for the save. And Emily pushing it down into the blue half. Now we see a couple demos traded there, and it's not going to amount to anything yet as Courtney pushes it into Mara, and she gets the save in her back corner. Now Mythra getting a demo on Courtney means the blue attack is going to be halted for a second. Here we see another demo. This is just a explosion central here on this first game. Geez, so many demos coming through, and we're going to see Courtney take advantage of that gap that was created in the defense and put in Pokemon Trainer's first goal. Now, excuse me here if I pause between talking. I am handling a DC from our other semi-finalists, so we're going to see if we can still get our finals underway after this matchup. Hold on here, just got to respond to some players. Sorry for the pause here. Just had to be a tournament organizer for a second and handle that crisis. So it looks like we had one player's internet die that are in the finals already, and so they got disqualified from the tournament as we do run this in game. So I'm just trying to see if their internet comes back, we can set up a private lobby and still get a finals for this week. But getting back into it, looks like Hawaiian Pizza have equalized, but the pressure is on them as Pokemon Trainers push into the orange half. Courtney's going to take it slow in the corner, but Mara gets the block on it, meaning Slender has to dive in. She only gets a pass one as Emily air dribbles it in the middle, and we're going to see Mara run ahead for the demos. Now she's going to take a slow pop on this because she does not have the boost to take it out, and Slender is going to get that long clear into the other half where Emily shoots it right back the other way. Ooh, and we get 50-50s of the century here for a second goal on the Hawaiian Pizza scoreboard. Mara getting a slight doink on it, and Star just coming in from the wrong direction and challenge that. She kind of helps Emily. It probably would have gone in anyways off of Emily's challenge, but yeah, definitely Star not helping that. And we're going to see Hawaiian Pizza up with a 1-goal advantage. Now Mara taking over that pop. She's going to try to get it back into the middle, but she is not successful on that, meaning Emily has to dive in. Courtney standing strong on the back line, though. She's going to keep it safe for now. Slender getting a pop out to Courtney. She's not going to be able to follow it. She's going to have to, you know, land on her wheels again. And she's going to leave it to Star to take control of that play. Now we see Courtney collecting in the back. She's going to have to run away from the demo from Mara. She almost catches Emily off guard. And we're going to see a double commit from Pokemon trainers. It's going to leave Courtney alone in the back, but she is more than capable. I may not have explained this before, but Courtney is actually one player of the Gen G squad, the women's squad. So it's Misfits and Gen G at the top of NA right now. So she is no slouch in terms of skill. And she is definitely showing it on the pitch right now, making up the gaps between her players. Ooh, and Slender's not quite going to get back for the save on that as Mara takes a third. Yeah, just a good call out on Star's challenge there, and Slender was not ready to return to her half of the field quite yet. Now, you can't really blame the Pokemon trainer squad as there was just a few seconds remaining, so it's in their best interest to be pushing into the other half of the field as much as they can to try to equalize before the ball hits the ground at 0 seconds. Courtney's going to keep it up. She's trying to get a consolation goal here as she musty flicks it online, almost gets the dunk on Mara, but is saved away into the corner, and Hawaiian Pizza take it 1-0. Game number 2 in this best of 3. Hawaiian Pizza are up with a 1-game advantage, and we're going to see if Pokemon trainers can bring it back to equalize the series. Mara getting a quick possession on net. She's going to have to back off to the midfield to take boost, but she's going to get it past 1, get it past 2, and the demo means that she brings it in to the net. Emily going ahead, getting the physical play on there. Mara making quick work of the defense, and Emily just eliminating the last piece of it. So, good goal here early on into the second game. Now we see the kickoff go all the way back into Pokemon Trainer's corner. Courtney is going to take it over 1 into the midfield to be stopped by Mythra as Star pushes on the wall. Courtney having to turn early there. She's probably running low on boost, but Emily misses her touch, and that is going to mean that the Pokemon trainers are spared for now, even with a push onto the orange net. Star popping it high. Emily's going to carry it out on the wall. Courtney taking it up into the air, but she doesn't have any boost for it. Mythra is going to easily be able to block that out and recover to the back post as Mara takes it out into the midfield. Emily trying to collect it in the back, but Courtney's up there quick for a interception, and that means that it's going to pop out for Slender to put in on the left side of the net. Just a little bit of pinch action there, and Slender turning early after her rotational boost steal is going to get Pokemon trainers first, 1-1. Now we see it go even in the midfield. Mara's going to wait and take her time, and Emily's going to dive and double commit with her. Slender saving it from the back. Star keeping it out. And we're going to see Mara pushing on the ball, keeping it in the blue half, keeping them under pressure. Courtney trying to get it past 1, but Emily gets the dunk on her. And Mythra back into the corner where Slender will try to take it out, gets it over 1, can't get it over the second. Courtney's getting bullied in net, but she's going to make a valiant save to move it into the other end of the pitch. Slender getting the block in midfield. Courtney, 0 boost. She puts a quick shot on net. Is saved away by Slender, and Courtney is going to be back in the rotation to make the second. Now we see Mythra taking it up slowly in the air in the middle. Slender's going to quickly tackle her, bring it into the left side, where Courtney is going to make her challenge. Couple wall dashes put in there just because she didn't have any boost. She had to keep up her speed. Now we're going to see Mythra up quick. It's going to force her to miss. Mara missing her wave dash means that Courtney has a momentary look at the net, but is just slightly offline. And Hawaiian Pizza are going to remain even for now. Star missing her touch in the corner. It's going to mean this is race on the other side of the field to take advantage. Mythra backflipping, called off by Mara as she takes it to this right wall. She doesn't have any boost, so Courtney is going to be able to get it past her, and she's even going to chase Mythra off the back wall, but it's just going to be an advantage for them as Emily has a chance. Albeit it was a really hard read, but Courtney's going to get the in and out save and move back into the other end yet again. Seeing Courtney really putting on her defensive chops here, showing us what she's got, and she is keeping this Pokemon Trainers team alive as the physical plays have come through. Mythra being blocked once again by Courtney. She's going to follow it up, but Emily gets it popped over top of her. Slender up for an easy read, but she does not have any boost. Pokemon Trainers probably running low at this point as Emily, you can see her out of the corner of your eye. She's chasing those players down on the other end. Courtney stalls it long enough in the corner that she's able to get the boost. And Slender is going to put it out to her on the right field. Now she's going to get a flick, a musty flick yet again. Mythra is going to have to reach to save that, and we're going to see a fight in the corner. Courtney popping it up. She's going to try to stall for time here. Slender getting another pass out to her middle. We're going to see if she can read this. Tight angle shot. It's just off by Courtney, and RocketStar cannot get the follow-up. Now Slender with no boost to spare, getting that touch off into the corner, and that means that Pokemon Trainers are going to be able to continue their offensive push, but it is stopped away by Emily. Now Slender, she has an opportunity. Instead of just passing, she had a shot lined up. But Hawaiian Pizza keeping the pressure on yet again. There's another demo, but this time it is for Pokemon Trainers rather than against them. And it's going to mean Slender flicking it past one, getting a 50 on the second. She's going to try to get it out to Courtney, but she cannot master that last person on the defensive line. Now Emily slowing down the pace of play. Courtney up for an early block, and that might even be a goal, but Mara gets back in time. We're going to see Star rushing into the corner. She tries to get a pass out to the middle, but Emily was wise to that, and we're going to see Mythra following up on her touch as Courtney pushes it back in. Final 10 seconds here. Are we going to see a last-second goal? Slender passing out into the middle. Courtney getting a pop-up high. She even gets a mid-boost, so she has a chance to work with this. Gets a demo on one. Star keeps it alive, but Slender is too far away from the play to make an attempt on the goal. Kickoff going largely in Hawaiian Pizza's favor, but Courtney is going to get the boost to get it past one. We're going to see her stick on this ball, even though she was being chased by Mara. Now her passing lane was demoed in the middle, so she's going to have to keep stalling for time here. Mythra getting it over one. Slender is going to take the 50-50 on her. And we're going to see Courtney turn around onto the wall doing wave dashes. Keep in this game. Star with another miss in the middle means Emily is going to be able to take it up and over. She gets the pinch out to the side though, so her teammates can't make anything of that pass. Now Courtney caught off by Mythra in the midfield. Emily's going to pop it on lines, making Star get the save. And Emily missing the read in the back. Mara now with a pass out to the middle. Mythra is almost going to get the dunk on Courtney. It's going to mean we see continued pressure against this Pokemon Trainer squad. Now remember, if Hawaiian Pizza get the goal, that means that Pokemon Trainers are eliminated. Hawaiian Pizza already have the one game advantage, so they are going to need to take the win here to see if they can bring it to game 3 and move on to the finals. Now Courtney with a pop out into the center. Mythra is going to carry it out. She's going to miss her second touch on it though, so it's going to leave a window open for Slender to pop it over one. Mara gets a touch on it though. Now Star missing her pass out into the middle. Courtney taking it away from her. And she's going to get demoed as she lands. Woo! Panic saves out there on the orange half. And we're going to see Courtney try to stall it in the midfield. Slender up early, but Emily's going to handle it carefully. Two blue team members go for the player, and she remarkably does not end up demoed. And Mara getting it past two. Courtney's going to have to work really hard here. She doesn't have any boost. The net is open momentarily. It almost goes in. Star's going to have to make this save, and even possibly Courtney. Ooh, she's getting pressure put on her in the net. Now we see a double commit. Is that far enough out that is going to buy them time to get boost? Yes, Star even gets a 50 on that. That is crucial for the Pokemon trainers to try to get the attack going on into the other half. Now Star is up early. She's going to call off Courtney as Slender tries to get the read off that bounce. She can't quite, and Courtney is left alone once again. She's low boost, but she gets the pop out into the other half. Now Mara getting it past one. She has to try to get past Courtney once again. That's going to go past Star, and it goes in. Mythra getting the goal to advance her team into the finals. Just good power on that, and Slender facing the wrong direction. She couldn't quite get it. Very well played by Hawaiian Pizza. They take it in 2 games. All right, so I briefly mentioned this in between the other games. So it looks like Hot Girl Summer, composed of Kate, Hira, and kandykernal. We had Kate's internet die, and even through all of that semifinals, it still hasn't come back. So Hawaiian Pizza take the win for this week 8 of Women's Weekly by default. And boy, did they actually have to earn it, running through the other side of the bracket where they had to play 2 games instead of 1. So I think it is a perfectly well-deserved win. Shame we couldn't get to see the finals, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But congratulations to Hawaiian Pizza. And I hope you guys enjoyed the games this week. As I always say, I love putting this on. I love providing an opportunity for these ladies to show what they've got and get some regular competition in, whether it's for fun or, you know, it's a full-fledged roster taking it as practice competitively. So if you are a woman looking to participate in these, check the description down below. I have a link to join the Discord down there. And yeah, I thank you so much for watching the games with me today. I had a blast casting it. Of course, I would like to mention, if you have any tips for improvement for me in terms of casting or anything like that, let me know down in the comments, and I certainly read and respond to every single comment that I receive on my entire channel. So yeah, you can communicate with me there. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.